Turnip28 is an indie miniature game about a bunch of Victorian era army guys who also hyper obsess over root vegetables. It is incredibly aesthetic, so eventually, of course, I'm going to make my own thing about it. With a bunch of green stuff mask I put on top of the Perry Miniatures Union Infantry. Technically, you should be using like the French Napoleonic miniatures, but I had a bunch of these left over, so whatever. So after a primer, I dry brushed on top of some of them with Deck Tan by Vallejo. And then some I went on top of the gray primer with just snakebite leather contrast. Some got Deck Tan dry brush on top of the snakebite, and then later skeleton horde contrast. And on just the Deck Tan guys, I guess I was in a contrast mood, so I added some Magos purple and Militarum green bits to look like turnips. Then the wood area on everyone's weapon is Gore Grunter fur, except for this guy who accidentally painted the Gore Grunter on his outfit, so I just swapped the Gore Grunter and Snakebite for him, and also painted his mask with Toxic Mist by Army Painter. All the metal areas is Plate Mail Metal by Army Painter. The world of Turnip28 is a very muddy place, so of course I went with Flat Earth by Vallejo for the bases. Picked out some areas with heavy warm gray / pale witch flesh, overall shade of strong tone and dark tone, and after a matte varnish, here they are. And as a BS bonus, I gave another one just a very radical paint, and I also sculpted him a handlebar mustache. But for the other ones, what do you guys think? This guy has an open mask, and also put some tissue watered down with glue and water on his back. This guy has like the kind of most turnip looking helmet nose thing. This guy just sculpted to look like a turnip jack-o'-lantern. He also got some tissue. This guy looks like Swamp Thing. This one's a little lopsided, and I kind of tried to make his hat also part of his helmet, but I think it works. This one also has a big snoot nose thing. This guy's snoot nose thing is his bayonet. This guy has his eye peeking out, and I probably should have put a tissue on his back because there's a bit of a gap with his arms, but whatever. This is the reverse brown guy, and I gave him kind of a ghost-looking face. This guy just looks like a cabbage. This guy's almost my favorite sculpt, but I accidentally pushed in the side of his face and I was too lazy to fix it. This guy's kind of my least favorite. It was meant to look a little like a skull, it doesn't really look like anything. This guy has a snoot, but it's like flat against his body, and I also put the Magos purple and Militarum green on top of his outfit, despite him originally being one of the skeleton horde ones. And I think this one is my actual favorite. He kind of looks like a head crab. This guy also looks like a vegetable, especially because I used one of the toupee bits from the Perry set, and I think I put it on backwards, which kind of adds to the funny. This guy also has a kind of bucket head, and I actually chopped off the coffee mug from him and put it a little higher on him. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below.